What up, everybody? It's Sinny, and this is Sinnycool Gaming. And today we're playing Gems of War on PS4. And I'm doing an arena, and we're picking between Goblin, Skeleton, and one other troop. I'm looking at the Goblin right now. Deal 7 damage to an enemy, gain an extra turn. Bog Strider. Okay, so we gotta pick between these three. Bog Strider is an elemental monster. It's got the 10% up this week. Destroy 4 gems and entangle a random enemy. It's its spell. Gems are removed from the board with full effect. Skeleton is undead. It's 10 purple. He creates 7 skulls, gain 5 armor, gain an extra turn. So that's good. That's an extra turn, but his move isn't that great. Goblin, pretty much always pick the Goblin. Goblin's one of the best troops for arena. Now we're picking between Dragotor, Sabertooth Lion. Dragotor destroys a column, give all dragon allies 3 attack and armor, boosted by yellow gems destroyed. Stormcall. That's pretty much, he's best when he's used with other dragons. Urskatir. Urskatir is a Urska Knight. 13 red and brown. Gain 5 life and attack, boosted by red gems. Become enraged. That's decent if you got him up front as your tank. So not that great for arena, because you're always going to use your hero as your tank. Sabertooth Lion is a beast. Green and blue. Deal 9 damage to an enemy. Gain 5 magic if the enemy dies. Sabertooth Lion. And that's what we pick. He's pretty good too. You almost always want to pick him. Sacrificial Priest. These are ultra rares. Sacrifice an ally. Deal 12 damage randomly split among enemies, boosted by the sacrificed troop's attack. 30% chance to summon an Aberrath. Yeti is a beast. Avalanche. Deal 9 damage to an enemy. Deal double damage if the enemy is frozen. He's blue and brown. 11. 11 purple and brown for Drake Rider, Orc Dragon. Deal 8 damage to an enemy and half of that damage to adjacent enemies. Transform all yellow gems to red to boost the effect. It's called Raise. So we gotta pick between Sacrificial Priest, Yeti, and Drake Rider for our ultra rare. And I went with the Drake Rider. So we have our hero, Goblin, Sabertooth Lion, and Drake Rider. And Goblin for a common troop is, you almost always want to pick the Goblin if he's one of the choices. Sabertooth Lion for the rare troop is a pretty top tier arena troop. Drake Rider for an ultra rare is kinda was just better than the other two. He's not like a must pick. Kinda sucks that we got him as our ultra rare, but he creates reds. He turns yellows into reds, so that's opportunity for extra turn. Which Goblin also has the extra turn built in. And then Sabertooth Lion, when the Sabertooth Lion makes the kill shot, it gains 5 magic. So you can really make him a good damage dealer if you can get him to finish off a couple troops in a row. Then he'll be up 10 magic by then, and he'll be hitting for like 20 or something, which in arena is really good. I almost accidentally exited out of arena for some reason. I'm trying to change my weapon, and I forgot that you have to go way over to the right now to change your weapon. So now we're going to pick our hero's weapon based on the troops that we picked. So we have a green Goblin, we have a green and blue Sabertooth Lion, and we have a brown and purple Drake Rider. So we're going to want red, yellow, red or yellow. Basically red because I don't know why I put brown. We have Drake Rider who has brown. It's pretty much red. We want red because Drake Rider turns yellow into red, so he's going to be taking yellow off the board. So we don't want to be a yellow troop because Drake Rider's going to be blocking red pretty much. So we want be a red troop, I'm pretty sure. Can't remember exactly what I even picked as my... Oh yeah, I do. Okay. And the audio might be shitty. I know I say this all the fucking time. It's because I have a shitty mic, but this time when I recorded the video, for some reason it didn't record any Gems of War audio, so there's no like spell effects or music from Gems of War, so all you get to hear is my awesome voice instead of spell effects and music and shit like that from Gems of War. I don't know why that happened, but it happened on this, and I did a Battle Ages video, the same thing happened, so I'm gonna have to check out my settings on those two games to make sure I got the audio up when I record, so we can at least have a little bit of background noise in between me stumbling through what I'm saying, you know? Between all my you knows and uhs and anyways, you know, there's gotta be some music, you know, anyway, there's gotta be some shit in between that. Hammer of Urskaya. So I'm looking at the weapons. I'm looking at red and brown because I guess I didn't see that Drake Rider had brown. It's not a big deal. The best weapon to pick would be a red weapon because Drake Rider is going to create red, and we don't have red and we need to cover it. And yellow isn't covered either, but Drake Rider is going to be turning yellow into red. And not that he's going to be like going off so many times that it's going to matter if we had a yellow troop or a red troop, but it's just you always want to synergize your teams and take the most advantage you can of what you got. Yeah, so Goblin we picked first. He gets an extra turn. He's green. He's like one of the best arena troops. If I had to do a top 10, he'd probably be in it. Goblin, especially common. If I had to say this is the top 10 common troops to pick in arena, Goblin would be on that list. If I had to say here's the top 20 for rares, I think Sabertooth Lion would be on that list. And then for Drake Rider, that was just picking the lesser of evils, because the other two, the Sacrificial Priest, I think is considered one of the worst troops in the game still. It doesn't sound terrible to me, but I can see where people would say that because you're losing a troop just to do damage, and that's kind of sucky. He does maybe summon a Aberrath, but that's not it's not guaranteed to happen. So anyway, we pick red, a red weapon, Summer's Fury. Summer's Fury deals 9 damage to every enemy, and then it spawns red gems, I think. So now I'm looking at their health and their damage to see which way to arrange them, and I think they're already in the right order. So here we go. We're going to start off in arena. And the reason I'm doing arena is because the last video I did a video about we opened 50 gem chests with gem keys. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with Gems of War right now. And one of my ideas was to do arena and try every different hero weapon to see which ones actually work in arena, because that's something you can control as far as arena. Otherwise it's random. You know, I could tell you, okay, these uncommon troops are good if you have the chance to pick them between 3 troops, 3 choices. If you see Goblin, pick Goblin for sure. If you see Sabertooth Lion, you're almost always going to pick it, but not always. And if you see Drake Rider, it's usually crap, but if it's up against Sacrificial Priest and some other piece of shit, then yeah, you're going to pick it too. I could do that, but you can always control what hero weapon you use. So my line of thought is, why don't we go through and try as many different hero weapons as we can, see which ones can go 8-0 normal, which ones can just beat normal, which ones can't beat normal on arena, and then of all the ones that can beat normal, we'll take them to hard, or whatever it's called, the next step up. We'll take it to hard, or to Warlord 1, or to Warlord 2. We'll see how far each hero weapon can make it, until we have like a top 10 of hero weapons, and we have like a top 3 of each color or something. That way you know, oh shit, I need a red weapon. Well, here's the top 3 red weapons. Oh, I need brown for these, because these 3 troops that randomly I had to pick for common, rare, and ultra rare. Now I need a brown weapon because I'm not covering brown, so I need a brown weapon. Well, here's the top 3 brown weapons. I've took them all the way through Warlord 1, and they work all the way through that, you know? So I'm just trying to do some research and help out the community in Gems of War with Arena. I know Arena's not a huge part of the game right now. I mean, I think it gives you decent rewards, and it's a good challenge. Doesn't matter what level you are. I mean, it kind of does. Your hero gets a certain amount of health and armor and attack based on what level your hero is. But the rest of it's random and even for everybody. Like, your common troop, your rare troop, and your ultra rare. Everybody has to pick randomly between those 3. For those 3. But if I could go through all the hero weapons and decide which ones are shit and which ones are good, at least, and throw away all the shit ones, and that way you know, okay, I have these 25 hero weapons to pick from. I have these 3 of this color, these 4 of this color, these 5 of this color, and I need this color, so I know which one to use. And then you can win at Arena more often. And you know, if I can beat Warlord 1 with a Summer's Fury, which I'm using right now, and this is on normal, by the way, this one, then it's almost always going to win on normal if I can take it all the way up to Warlord 1, Warlord 2. So that's my thought. That's what I'm going to do right now. I just think it'll be fun. It's challenging. Arena is challenging. And you get a decent amount of rewards. You get like 30 trophies, 8,000 gold, a bunch of souls. It's really good for souls and trophies. And it's decent for gold. I mean, it's not... PvP definitely gives you more bang for your buck for gold. But Arena's like a close second. Like, what else can you do besides PvP? If you're not doing PvP, then Arena is the second best, I'd say. Guild Wars maybe second best, but this is like third best once you're done with Guild Wars. So that's our first win right there. Pretty easy. You're seeing how the team's working. So I'll start talking about the battles now. I just wanted to get that out of the way. That's what I'm trying to do. Got the red there. That way I got the skulls too. I'm trying to find red so I can get Summer's Fury off, because it's my hero's move, spell. Summer's Fury hits their whole team for 9 damage and spawns red gems. I think 6 of them. Actually, I'm trying to get green, I think. I'm going after green whenever I can. That way I can get Goblin off, because he gets an extra turn every time. So he's like, his mana cost might as well only be like 5, because he gets to hit and then get more. If there's any green on the board, then he gets 3 or 4 more green back after firing off his spell. So I hit him with Goblin, then I use the skulls that takes out their hero. And that's what you always want to do. I say this every time I do an arena. You want to take out their hero first, because the hero is always going to be the most powerful troop. We got Sabertooth up. We got skulls. I took red and got skulls both. On their team, I'd say the biggest threat right now is the Hobgoblin. Not too worried about the zombie or the Dragator. Got that blue up there. I'm looking for a extra turn with the blue. You see how there's 2 and then 2 up one row. If you can get those 2 to fall down by getting a 3 in that row, you can get an extra turn with the 4 blue. So basically with this team, I'm trying to get green for Goblin, and then red for Summer's Fury, and Drake Rider will spawn red and turn yellow to red. So I'm looking for opportunities to turn yellow to red and get extra turns. try to get kills with Sabertooth Lion whenever possible. They killed my hero, but their hero is also dead, and their second troop's dead. So this is closer than I want it to be, but I think we're okay. I mean, they're not going to do very much to us with a... They got 9 health on their Hobgoblin, 12 total on their Dragator, which really can't do anything to us on its own, except for hit us with skull damage. And we have Drake Rider with 14, Sabertooth with 17, and Goblin with 17, so they all pretty much have full health. So we're doing fine here. And Drake Rider has his spell up. There's an extra turn with blue, which gives us a lot of Sabertooth Lion's mana. Drake Rider's going to turn yellow into red, so we're going to get maybe an extra turn there. Yes, an extra turn. Now it's our turn again, and we hit them with damage and killed their Hobgoblin. There's a red extra turn. I'm going to take that. Get some mana for Drake Rider also on a cascade. Don't need yellow, but I don't know there's anything else to do, so we might just have to take it to get this going. But we got some mana for Drake Rider. He now has his spell up. That's all we need is to kill the Dragator, and we did it. And there's our second victory. 56 gold, 56 experience, 6 souls. So you get a little bit after every match, and then you get a bunch after the whole thing is over. So they have their hero, they have the ram, a ranger, and a... what's that called? What's he called? What is it? Damn it, I know that. Let me think for 1 second. Dang, he does the X. I know what it's called. Dragonian Rogue, pretty sure. We got our Goblin up. That's always the first thing I want to try to do, just so I can get some damage off and get an extra turn. That just is so sweet. It's hard to resist trying to get it up. Hit him for 7. Now it's my turn again. I can get some mana and I get to do damage. That's why it's so fun to use Goblin. They got Runic Blade on their hero. I always hate to see that. That just makes me want to kill the hero even faster. The Ram has Butt. The Ranger has Lightning Arrow. And the Dragonian Rogue has Hidden Dragon. They have a really good team. If I was going to lose, I'd say it would be to this team. Take the blue extra turn. Also get red. Also got a Cascade. So that gives us a lot of mana. They got their Dragonian Rogue up. I really don't want to get hit by that Runic Blade or that Ranger. Our Drake Rider's up, so we're kind of looking for a chance to turn yellow to red. Go ahead and do it, because I see that I'm going to get some red mana off of it. Hit the Ranger, because he's one of the biggest threats, and it gets more adjacent damage. We got our Summer's Fury up. That would do 9 damage to everybody on the other side. There's also skulls. Okay, I did skull damage. They killed my Drake Rider. No big deal. Their hero's dead. Their Ranger's dead now. They only got Dragonian Rogue with 3 health left. I think we're fine. But that was a tough team. I wish I had that team. That's a good team. That's just a team that's almost as good as mine. I like Runic Blade, I like Dragonian Rogue, I like Ranger. I'm not a big fan of Ram, but it's a common. What are you gonna do? They picked a pretty good team, but I just came out on top. It is close though, but they have 3 health. I just got to tap him. Tappy tippy tap, and he's dead. That's 3 victories in a row. 52 gold, 56 experience, etc. 3 wins in a row for the Goblin, the Sabertooth Lion, and the Drake Rider, and the Summer's Fury. We got skulls. In arena, skulls it's a little different than in like PvP. In PvP, a lot of time you want to bait skulls from the opponent, because it's the computer playing. They always want to take skulls, and sometimes that's not the best option. But if you like bait them with skulls, that you know what they're gonna do on their next turn. They're gonna take skulls. So even if they have like a really good spell up, you can like delay them for a turn. Wow, that's a Dawnbringer. That's a mythic weapon. Then they got Hex. Then they got Savage Swing for the Knoll, and they got Giant Spider Swarm. That's a decent team. That's like Giant Spider's a good troop, but Knoll and I think it's called Quasit or something. They're not very good. So the hero and the Giant Spider are the biggest threats here. Giant Spider would prolong the battle with by summoning spider swarms, and can also do some poisoning, which is just slightly annoying. Trying to find a way to drop that 2 purple down to get that extra turn, but I don't think it's gonna happen. We have 3 mana on our Goblin. Always looking for green mana with this team. There's a bunch of it right there I might take. I think I can get 6 of them. Yep. Grabbed the green, made a cascade of green, which spilled over into the Sabertooth Lion and also got him up. So now we have Goblin and Sabertooth Lion. Hit their hero because it's a huge threat with that mythic Dawnbringer hero weapon. I'm waiting on the Sabertooth Lion until somebody is 9 damage or lower so I can get the kill on them and get 5 magic, which will make my damage even higher next time I get it up. I'm trying to talk as much as possible since there's no background audio at all. So if you seem like a jabberjaw, chatty Cathy, that is the reason. It's very annoying to record a 45-minute long arena match where I'm trying to do something with these hero weapons, and then the audio is fucked up. I didn't even know it until I went to record my commentary that this audio was screwed up. They got their Dawnbringer. They hit us, every one of us, for 12 damage, and they got barrier on all their troops on their side. That's pretty damn good. So that's a big obstacle to overcome. They almost killed my whole team. She knocked us down pretty good, and then barriered her whole team. So that's a really good hero weapon. I'll have to try to get that one day and see about using it. But now we're just gonna try to make a comeback and survive. We haven't killed any of their troops. They haven't killed any of ours. Their hero only has 5 health and no barrier, so we need to get the hero out of the way. So, boom, hit him with Drake Rider. Got that adjacent damage on the Quasit to knock off their barrier. Bam, hit him with Skulls, knocked him down to 2. Got that green mana to get Goblin and Sabertooth Lion up. We're making a comeback. Do our Goblin to knock a barrier off of the spider and get our extra turn. Should do Sabertooth Lion on the Quasit to get that magic, but I do Summer's Fury to kill the Quasit and unbarrier the other 2 troops. Sabertooth Lion, still kind of waiting. I probably should have killed the Quasit with him, but I think I had my reasons. I remember thinking about that during the match. And there goes Sabertooth Lion. His turn was wasted, so that wasn't a good gamble, but gotta do what you gotta do. It sounded good at the time, so I did it. And I don't think it costs me anyway. I'm ahead right now. 3 troops to 2. We got Goblin up. We got an extra turn to get our Drake Rider up. Got red extra turn there. I used Drake Rider and then Goblin. Killed the giant spider. We have just a Knoll left with 1 health to kill, and we're good. I made a couple questionable moves in this matchup, but I think it was okay. It all worked out. Kill him with Goblin, and there's our 4th victory in a row. minor water trait stone, gold key, etc. Summer's Fury Goblin, Sabertooth Lion, Drake Rider is the team. We're testing out the Summer's Fury weapon that does 9 damage to everybody and spawns 6 red gems. We got 2 extra turns there with red. Pretty good start. Almost have all of our mana on our Summer's Fury already, so that's gonna make me want to take red. Got some red, got some purple. Almost all the way up on red. Pretty close on Drake Rider also. Do I want the red or the purple? I want the red. So now we got our Summer's Fury up. Our Drake Rider will be up soon. 9 damage to all enemies and 6 red gems. And 9 damage isn't anything to sneeze at. You do that twice and you're going to kill a couple of their troops. And everybody else is going to be hurting. And you're spawning red gems, giving yourself mana. Looking at that blue, I always want to try to get those if I can. But it hasn't worked out so far this arena. Making the 2 fall next to the 2, if you understand what I'm talking about there with the blue. Gotta kill that hero like always. They got a hero, they got a rock, they got a herdmaster. Trying to think what that third troop is. It's got a spell up, so it looks a little different. And for me, for Gems of War lately, oh, it's the Soothsayer. I've just been trying to find my, I don't know how to say it, like motivation to play, I guess. Like, I was in a decent guild. It wasn't like they weren't really concentrating on being a good guild. It just happened to be a good, okay guild. And we were doing good in Guild Wars, and then that Guild Wars took a break. And then somebody in the guild convinced me to make my own guild, pretty much. I did that, and then he didn't like the way that was going, which I didn't change at all, the way I was contributing. Actually, I was probably giving him a little more than usual. He started talking shit. We weren't friends anymore. Now I'm stuck in this guild by myself that I already paid for and already have a name for and all that shit. So I decided to take a break. So now I'm kind of in and off and on of this break that I took. So I haven't really been doing PvP. I think Arena's more my style right now, just because it's kind of a solo thing. It's not real. I don't know. It's more of a challenge to me. Everything else feels so grindy. Grind in PvP, anybody can grind to rank 1. You can do it on 1 trophy battles. If you do like 10 a day, you'll get there. And we get the victory again, and that's number 5. 3 more to go. So far, this team is undefeated with the Summer's Fury hero weapon. We're on normal. We're going to try all these weapons on normal. Any of the weapons that beat normal are going to move on to the next difficulty. Any of them that lose on normal are out. Never to be used again. Even if it's Creeping Death. Even if it's Dragonator. I don't care. If it loses, it's out. We're not playing. We're around. It's going to take forever anyway to do this. But yeah, I don't know. I guess Arena just feels like something I feel like doing right now, so that's why I'm doing this. It may not be helping tons of people, but I think it helps. Arena is something that you do, I'd say you do at least once or twice a week. You should. It gets you a lot of souls. Gets you a lot of trophies. Bam, critical hit with the skulls. We got our Goblin up. We got our Sabertooth Lion up. And just to do this kind of experiment with all the hero weapons, just to show which ones are the best, has got to be at least a little bit helpful, I'm thinking. And it'll give myself a challenge to go up the difficulty. Keep going up and up and up with these hero weapons. I'm not going to try Warlord 2 with a shitty ass hero weapon, though. I want to find out what are the good ones first, and then take them up. I think I've beat Arena on the channel with Creeping Death, Serpentine Dagger, Runic Blade. That might be it, but there's probably another one. But so for this experiment I'm doing, we've already done it with Creeping Death. I'm gonna go back and look. I should have done that before I did this video. But just off the top of my head, I think Runic Blade for sure, Creeping Death for sure, Serpentine Dagger for sure. Those all won. Dragonator, I don't know if I've done yet, but I want to if I haven't, because that's one of my favorite hero weapons to use in Arena. But those three I've already done, so we've done 3 so far at least. This is our 4th. Summer's Fury. I think I didn't I do like a ice, like a blue weapon? Maybe. Anyway, I'll figure it out, and in the next one I do, the next arena I do, I'll mention all the weapons I've done already. That way we know what we've checked off already, what we've tried already. And I'm gonna try all the shitty weapons too. Maybe they're not shitty, you never know. If you have a red weapon, let's say, that does, let's say 5 damage, but the mana cost is only 4 or 3 or 5 or something like that, and you can get it off over and over and over and over again by getting like mana surges and spawning gems. I don't know, just hear me out here. It may sound like a shitty weapon because the damage is low, but if the mana is also low enough and you can keep a machine gunning it on the other side, it might be good, you never know. So we're gonna try all that stuff. We're gonna try the weapons even if they seem shitty. Of course I'm gonna try the good ones first. I don't want to lose. Uh-oh, here we go. We might lose this one. They got Druid. We have our Sabertooth Lion and our Drake Rider left. Sabertooth Lion only has 7, but he has a spell up. Better kill that Druid. Boom, killed him. 2 versus 1. Our Sabertooth Lion's about to die though. It's our turn. See what we do here. Get the brown mana. Got the Drake Rider up. Got the skull damage. Kill him with the Sabertooth Lion, and we win. That was a close one there too, but we still got the victory. 6-0 for Summer's Fury on normal, which is no big deal. I understand. Some people can't beat Arena though. I almost beat it every time I try it, on normal at least. I'm sure there's some hero weapons where I'm gonna have some trouble, but I've lost Arena before, yes. But out of, let's say, 25 arenas I've done, I'm probably like at least 20-5. 20 wins, 5 losses. So I would say I'm a good 80% on this arena shit on normal. So I'm thinking on hard or whatever, I'll be like closer to 50%, and that's when it's gonna really, you're gonna see the wheat from the chaff there, and what weapons are really good or not is when we move up to the next difficulty. But I want to weed out all the shitty weapons first. I don't even want to fuck with any shitty weapons that can't beat normal. So we're gonna do all the obvious ones, beat normal with them, get it out of the way, and then we might move on to the next difficulty with those weapons and start knocking them out too, or we might just keep going on normal with every single weapon. I don't know yet. We'll probably do a little bit of both. That way there's a little variety. We don't want to use the same weapon every time. We don't want to do the same difficulty every time. So we'll do a little bit of mixture of both. But it'll probably be more like choosing different weapons on normal for a little bit at least first. So it looks like they have another mythic weapon there, the same one, Dawnbringer. Wow, fucking me up. Hit me for 12 on every single troop. They got Void Portal, Dawnbringer, Hellhound it looks like. We killed their second troop, but they knocked every one of my troops down except for my hero with that Dawnbringer. Skull damage is going to kill their hero. That's good. We're right back in it. I think we're good here. Our Goblin and our Sabertooth Lion are real low on damage or health. But I think we'll be okay. Void Portal doesn't do any damage. Hellhound is going to die first. We got all of our spells up except for one. I think we're okay. Let's use Goblin probably. Unless there's a extra turn with yellow turning to red. Which I'm probably looking for right now. There wasn't, so I use Goblin. Hit that Void Portal for 7. Void Portal blue. That Void Portal for 7. That way it doesn't spawn another troop, because if it gets its spell off, it might spawn something. So that's why I'm trying to kill that first. Even though it can't do damage to me, it can spawn something else that can. Only Void Portal, Portal. Man, that's hard to say. I sound like a tard when I say that shit. Void Portal. Void Portal. Void Portal. I don't know. That word's hard. Not that word. That name is weird. Void Portal is the only one left with 5 damage. Use Summer's Fury to win. Alright. So that's 6 in a row. 6 wins in a row. No losses. Oh, 7. My bad. I'm fucked up, I guess. One more. Only one more to go, and we're done. I'm gonna dig around here. You probably can hear everything I'm doing, but... Alright. Got it. Here we go. So, what is that weapon that their hero is using? 12 red. What would that be? I don't know. They got Chupacabra. Elven Princess, is that her name? And then the Sorceress. Got my green mana for the Goblin. I wish I would look at their troops over there. I do that usually, but since it's the last fight, I might not. I got anxious maybe. Got the Goblin up. That's damage and extra turn. Axe of Chaos. Goat Sucker. 6 damage to an enemy. Enchanting Melody. Elven Bard, my bad. And Priestess. Cleanse an ally. Dark Priestess, maybe. 7 damage to their hero, because that's the biggest threat, like always. Extra turn. Get that brown or purple. I'll probably get Drake Rider up. There's a decent amount of yellow on the board, so that's good. Can turn all that to red for our Summer's Fury. See how the team synergizes? It's basically only synergy with Summer's Fury and Drake Rider, but that's all you can really ask for with an arena team, is to find just a little bit of synergy. And the way you do that is by your hero weapon. Because it's going to be completely random what your 3 common, rare, and ultra rare troops are. But with your hero, you get to choose what weapon you use, so try to synergize off of something. Whether it's Goblin, Sabertooth Lion, or Drake Rider. Since Drake Rider spawns red, I used a red weapon that spawns red also. So that's called synergy. I'm using something that another troop does to enhance my hero weapon. Here he goes. He's going to turn yellow to red, which will give us an extra turn there, as you can see. And there's another red extra turn that gives us Summer's Fury, which is going to summon even more red if I decide to use it. 9 damage to all enemies, creates 6 red gems. So we got a bunch of cascaded mana off of doing that. Did some damage. We could get some more red here if we wanted. Looking around, we've almost got this in the bag. Summer's Fury is going to beat Arena, it looks like. There's a brown extra turn up there. That gives us Drake Rider. He can't do his adjacent damage, but no big deal. We've almost got the win. Should probably just do that skull damage to get the hero out of the way. Come on. We almost got it here. Let's get this over with. That's the only thing about Arena that I'm sure is annoying to a lot of people, is it's kind of hard, and the main thing is it takes a while to do. This is a 45-minute long video, and there's the victory. A 45-minute long video just to do Arena once. I know. But it's like just fun for me. It's difficult in a cool random kind of way, and it's just fun for me. And it's fun to... There's the rewards: 30 trophies, 5 glory keys, 1800 souls, 8,000 gold. That's souls. 1800 souls isn't easy to come by, so that's pretty good. 5 glory keys, also good. 30 trophies, pretty good. 8,000 gold, pretty good. I mean, how long does it take you to get 30 trophies? That'd be 10 battles at trophy level 3. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and like if you have. And share and tell a friend, please. And I'll see ya next time. Peace.